What's going on, chat? It's the Saturday edition of Forward Progress, the Prop Bet Show. I'm here as your host, Jason Cooper, alongside Hitman. We're here on the Hammer Betting Network, presented by Fanduel. And welcome back to the Saturday show. Factually, our most successful show on the channel. Last year, Hitman was absolutely cooking on this show. And last year, we had a kind of a different format. We had a pre-recorded video that dropped around 12 to 1 on the Saturday. But this year, we decided to do something different because during the playoffs, we had some prop bets, and then we decided to do a Q&A as well, make the show a little bit longer, make the show a little bit more interactive. And it seems like a lot of you guys like that and resonated with you. So that's what we're going to do here today. We're going to give out a couple picks, then we're going to flip over to a Q&A part, and then we're going to give out an SGP for the Sunday night football game. So a reminder, if you're watching the show live and you have any questions, please do us a favor, drop it in the chat. Not only does it help us help you, but it also helps us in the algorithm. So let's help each other out here. Drop those questions in the chat. Any prop bets you have, we'll get to them towards the end of the show. But let's start off the show with picks. That's what people are here for, right, Hitman? But before we get into the picks, yesterday you were on the Hammer Daily Show, which is hosted by me over the Hammer HQ YouTube channel. And hey, man, I'm heartbroken because you gave out two great picks on that show. You gave out Will Dissly unders, and you gave out Tyler Conklin's overs. And those were looking fantastic. I even parlayed them together with a little bit of correlation. And on the last drive of the game, Will Dissly getting hooked on that 16.5, gets a 17-yard pass, first catch of the game, first target of the game. I'm heartbroken. Did you lose on Will Dissly as bad as I did, or were you able to get some better numbers there?
Yeah, I mean, that line was up for 9 days, and it did open a little bit higher, but I had some bad numbers on that closer to post as well that I lost on. But you know what, Jason? As much as that was his one target of the game, and it was a bad beat at the end, I'm going to say that I got lucky on Tyler Conklin over. And you say, how did you get lucky on a guy that had 60 receiving yards or whatever it was? Conklin ran a lot less routes than I thought that he was going to run coming into the game. And Dissly actually out-routed. There was a point where I was Twitter searching Tyler Conklin, thinking he was hurt at one point because he played so much early and then didn't play much as the game went on. So as bad as that was on Dissly, I'm going to say a little lucky on Conklin. So whatever. It
is what it is. I just wanted to slip that in there to let people know that we have a new show running on the Hammer HQ YouTube channel. Go over and subscribe. I'm the host. Hitman's going to join us every single week. We're going to be talking football. We're going to be talking sports, talking a ton of different stuff with some sharp people on like Hitman, and then me to kind of be the arbiter of fun, make sure everyone has a fun time along the way. Let's dive right into the show. Let's stop dilly-dallying here, and then let's get into our first pick. Hitman, you want to do something different for the first show? It's week 1. So some of these prop lines have been out for a while now. A lot of the market has been kind of hammered into place and moved into place. So you're looking at a season-long bet. So let's lead with that.
Yeah, so I gave this out on the FanDuel, what was it, the Futures Day?
Yep.
2 weeks ago. But I like it so much, and if some people didn't catch it, then I want to give it out again. It's a big position of mine for a future season long. And typically like over 90% of my portfolio is on unders for the season long stuff. But I like Mike Evans over 1,000.5 receiving yards at FanDuel, 1,000+ yards, whatever you can get on that. Shop around. So much has worked in Mike Evans' benefit over the past few weeks. Like, we thought this was going to be one of the deepest receiving cores in the league, and Jalen McMillan is hurt. Chris Godwin's probably out now the first 4 to 6 games after some people thought he might be back potentially for game 1. Cade Otton is banged up right now for the Buccaneers. The Bucs have one of the easiest schedule of opposing defenses that they go against this year, playing in the NFC South. They're looking like a shootout team once again this year. The defense looking to potentially struggle this year. All those reasons, plus everybody knows the 1,000-yard streak. Like, this is the year that he's right now. He's tied with Jerry Rice for most consecutive 1,000-yard seasons. If he does it again this year, that would put him the lead guy for the most of all time. We've seen that the Bucs, even if they can just kneel a game out to win a division, not just a meaningless game, if they can kneel a game out to win the division, they're going to go out of their way instead to throw an 8-yard pass to Mike Evans to get him over this number. It's a play that it's not going to land 950. It's going to land 925. It's probably not going to land 100. He's either going to go way under or he's going to go over this number. And he did last year in 13 games, 14 games. So I do think that if he does get injured and misses a few games, we could still get this as well. Yeah, I like this one a lot. Mike Evans to keep the streak going.
All right, Mike Evans over 1,500 receiving yards. Just ticked to -130 there. There's the Hitman effect. There is the Hitman effect. Was -114 when we tracked it, when we gave it out. We track it on BetStamp at Forward Progress BetStamp account if you want to go check that out. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure if you shop around, there's probably still some 114s, -110s out there if you look hard enough. So yeah, Hitman effect again. And obviously, oh, this is from Paul. He's seeing a 975.5 at -130. Is that
you know what, Paul? It's like 975.5 and 1,000.5. Like the difference is like nothing because again, he's not gonna land 980, 985. Like he's gonna get his 1,000 or he's gonna go way under. So this is a unique prop where I wasn't as price sensitive. Like if I seen a 995 out there, I was like, well, it's not even a big difference with 995 and 980.
All right. That's a very good point. And then also Colt, like you mentioned, said the same thing. Added edge. If it's close, they'll get him there. And that's part of the handicap as well. Before we get into, we have 2 more props coming. These are props for week 1. So let's load it up and get ready. We're going to head over to the New York Giants, Washington Commanders game if you want to get that ready. But before we do that, I just want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors over at Fanduel. Forward Progress is brought to you by Fanduel. Football fans, the wait is over. The NFL is back. And the best place to kick off the season is on Fanduel because this Sunday, Fanduel is giving all customers a no-sweat NFL bet. From the money line to player props to same-game parlays, your no-sweat can be used on any NFL wager type. And if it doesn't win, you'll get a bonus bet back. I mean, we have a ton of bets upcoming for Sunday night football and even Monday night football. I know I'm going to be telling you right now, I'm going to bet Caleb Williams to score a touchdown, probably using my no sweat bet token on that. So this season, make FanDuel your go-to app for any snap. Just visit fanduel.com/forward progress to kick off the NFL season with a no sweat bet. Plan your game with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 plus and present in select states. For Kansas in affiliation with Kansas Star Casino, or 18 plus and present in DC, 19 plus and physically located in Ontario, or 18 plus and present in DC, Kentucky, or Wyoming. Opt-in required. Refund issued as a non-withdrawable profit boost that expires 7 days after receipt. Max refund $5 unless otherwise specified. Restrictions apply, including token expiration. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit rghelp.com. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut. Call Connex Ontario at 1-866-531-2600 or visit connexontario.ca. All right. One's in the chat for the ad read. One's in the chat for FanDuel. Let's get into our next game here. It was the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. And if you guys want to load that up and get ready to go, Hitman, I'm going to throw it to you and you tell us what you like in the game.
So we always preach shopping around. The number that I'm going to give out at FanDuel is the lowest that I would go to because there's legitimately 200 cents better right now in the market. But FanDuel does give typically the best limits on this market. So I do appreciate that. Devin Singletary, anytime touchdown, plus 450 at FanDuel, as mentioned, some 6-1, some plus 750 out there, but that's the lowest I'm going to go to is the plus 450 on Singletary. It just comes down that he needs to be favored over Cam Scatterbo in this market, in my opinion. In my opinion, Devin Singletary is the second running back for the Giants. In my opinion, Devin Singletary is the goal line running back for the New York Giants, even over Tyrone Tracy. And I think that the talk on Scatterbo, like, listen, we just think of him like he's a big running back. He's a known guy from college. But with him missing most of the preseason, most of training camp for the Giants, I just think that Singletary has this role for the Giants, which makes this short. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, no, that's a good angle. And it's funny because I don't think we gave out a single touchdown bet last year on this prop show, but like I love it. It's a new Hitman, new season, new Hitman. We're looking for the fun angle here, but also it's a really good handicap as well.
Just remember, I'm likely to go 0-1. I am very likely to go 0-1 on this. I'm likely to start the year off with a loss, but
that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. We have another bet coming, so hopefully we can. They both you just vig out if they both lose. But anyways, yeah, I love that look. Devin Singletary scoring anytime touchdown, and there this man goes again. Plus 430 now. People are really smashing it. People seem to like it. But yeah, just keep your eye out because there are some better numbers out there. But of course, if you're looking to get high limits on this stuff, your best bet is to do it over at Fanduel. I'm seeing the questions in the chat. We appreciate those. We're going to loop around to that just after we finish giving out our last pick. And then, yeah, so keep the questions coming. We'll be answering them throughout the show. Perfect. All right, 2 picks down, 1 more to go. I'll get you guys set up for the next game. I believe we are going to the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Carolina Panthers. So if you guys want to click over to that game on FanDuel, head over to the prop section and be prepared for FanDuel or for the Hitman release on this one. Hitman, player props, rushing props, who you like and why?
Yeah, you know what? Rare time. I'm going to give credit to Rob Pizzola for alerting me to this. And I was considering it myself, but Pizzola kind of helped push me over the edge. So if it wins, it's my play. And if it loses, then everybody tweet Rob and blame him. But I like Trevor Lawrence to go over 14.5 rushing yards in this game. I also like the rush attempts at 3.5. It's not up right now, right?
Not up right now on FanDuel.
Yeah, whatever. I like the rushing yards to go over. Baker Mayfield had his best rushing season with Liam Cohen as his offensive coordinator. And it just wasn't by a little. It was legitimately it was like 2.5x the best rushing season he's ever had in his career with Liam Cohen. Trevor Lawrence is a really underrated athlete at the quarterback position and who's shown an ability to run when he's not injured. And let's face it, he's just been injured a lot the past few years. And there's just been a little bit of talk about Jacksonville utilizing quarterback sneak more. This year, Trevor Lawrence is definitely a big enough body and a good enough athlete to run that play, which, those 1-2 yards just tend to add up. So, yeah, I like Trevor Lawrence. A little bit of just narrative play on this one, but I like Trevor Lawrence to go over 14.5 rushing yards.
All right, solid. And FanDuel, it just ticked up to 16.5. FanDuel's taking around 5K on that. So if you want to get down, you want to get down fast, you can get a lot down over on FanDuel. Again, the Hitman effect. We're going to be seeing this all year. You guys got to be fast. What do you mean I didn't leak? What does this mean, E-Colt? What does this mean? Anyways, I see Pizzola in the chat as well saying, watch your mouth. What are you doing here, Hitman? But all right, that's all good. One more question. I'm going to get to this question first before we get into the other questions because it's asking about Trevor Lawrence. He says Lawrence rush attempts 3.5 minus 145 or 4.5 plus 200. Both are good numbers. All right, that sounds good. And then one more message from Rob. Like and sub. I see what E-Colt's talking about. He's talking about the Herbert thing yesterday. And I was going to mention that when you talked about Trevor Lawrence, how he was hurt the past couple of seasons. Same thing. I'm assuming it's a similar handicap to why you like Justin Herbert as well. He was also hurt for a couple seasons. Has some wiggle, has some run, has some juice. Ended up going over for you there. But yeah, that wraps it up. That's all the picks for today. We appreciate you joining. If you want to head out now, please feel free to do so, but also stay around, like and sub before you do that. We are going to answer a couple questions, then we're going to get into a Sunday Night Football parlay. I'll probably be the one who builds it, so we'll probably lose, and Hitman can blame me. But anyways, let's start from the top and work our way down. MD the Dream has a question in the chat. He said, who is the main beneficiary of the Texans with no Christian Kirk? Is it Jaden Higgins?
Probably Nico Collins, to be honest, but it's starting to get priced in a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with Houston because Jaden Higgins was Nico Collins' backup in the preseason. And I don't know what they do. Like Xavier Hutchinson was playing over Higgins in the preseason, but Higgins got announced on the unofficial depth chart as the starter. So honestly, I probably would have been on Higgins unders if it wasn't for him being the starter on the unofficial depth chart. So I probably end up not having much with that. I think if you could find a Nico Collins like over 5.5 catches minus 130, which is out there, I think that's decent.
Yeah, it's a tough hodgepodge mess of receivers there. Xavier Hutchinson, Jalen Noel, Jaden Higgins, Braxton Berrios, if he's still alive, Justin Watson. I mean, just gross.
Berrios is out.
Barrios is out. Wow. Okay, there we go. Even worse. I wonder if maybe Woody Marks gets some looks because he's a pretty good pass catcher in college. Maybe fill the void through the running back position. Who knows? Anyways, let's move on to the next question here. We got Dominic Walton talking about Trevor Lawrence, but not in the rushing game. In the passing game, this said T-Law pass yards ladder. Two bad defenses in Carolina secondary just lost another starting cornerback to a torn ACL. Thoughts on T-Law passing?
I'm going to be honest. I really like Lawrence's season-long outlook. I've picked them in a lot of fantasy leagues. I think that Hunter and Thomas could be. It could end up being a Chase Higgins.
Yeah,
like I think that highly of Brian Thomas. I think that highly of Travis Hunter skill set as a wide receiver. So. I kind of lean over on Lawrence, but I haven't played it. But I like him for the season.
Yeah, fair enough. And I mean, at plus, Trevor Lawrence throw for 250 plus passing yards is plus 110 right now. If you're looking to ladder up to 75 plus 198, 300 plus is plus 350. A couple more questions to go before we get into the SGP. Giovanni Ritchie Tensor asking, what is he saying? He's saying TJ Hawkinson's receiving yard too low.
What is it? It's like 42.5 right now.
I'm going to try and pull it up quickly. It's 41.5 minus 114, both sides.
Yeah, I lean over. I don't have a good feel right now for McCarthy, like who he likes to target specifically and stuff like that. But I lean over, I would say.
All right, that's a lean over from the Hitman. Popping into the next question. Ken Walker, rushing props. Worth layering. I assume he means laddering as well. He's saying the 49ers starters at defensive tackle, both rookies, and missed tons of camp. I
think Seattle's going to run the shit out of the ball this year. But with that said, I don't feel confident enough about the Sharp. I think Charbonnet could eat into Walker more than people think. So yeah. I actually don't. I would not play Walker over.
All right, 62.5 for Walker, 30.5 for Charbonnet. Maybe you do a little inverse correlation or
maybe you play Charbonnet if you like Seattle run game stuff. Maybe you play Charbonnet over instead.
Yeah. All right, sounds good. All right, hey man, that wraps up all the questions. Oh, one more from Ecolt. I was gonna cut off the questions there, but Ecolt's my guy, so I'm gonna shout out to him. He said, "What do you make of the Jags receiving core? Best guess on Hunter snap. I'm playing De'Ami Brown over 20.5 receiving yards."
The reports I've been reading makes me lean that Hunter's going to be a lot more involved in offense and defense to start the year. I'm a little nervous about that he did miss parts of training camp, and that does matter for these guys to miss parts of for rookies to miss 2 weeks of offensive practice and all that. I think it just might be a good thing to attack live, to be honest. See how much he's playing and then attack it live. I really don't know what to make of Hunter early, other than I do think he plays more offense and defense. And De'Ami Brown, I know I'm laughing at that stupid last comment also. I don't have much of an opinion on Brown.
Okay. All right. Let's get to Gabe Harris's comment, and then we're gonna cut off the comments at 20 minutes into the show. So you have 30 seconds to get your comments in. The Bears have a crowded group of pass catchers that include Moore, Odunze, Luther Burton, Colston Loveland, Cole Kmet, Cam Stanley, Olamide Zaccheaus. Who do you like from that group, both in week 1 and for the season?
I bet DJ Moore under for the season. 1,500, 975.5. I also bet Luther Burton under. I think it was 500, 475, something like that. I do think Zaccheaus pretty much has that third receiver role for Chicago. So those were 2 opinions of mine before the season.
All right. Sounds good. Adjust accordingly. Ecolt saying Odunze season. And the last 2 questions are coming in here. No more questions. We're going to get to the SGP, but one coming from Rob and one coming from Costacaro saying, one more, are you down to fly to Turkey with me after the Super Bowl and we can film our hair transplant for content. And then Caustic Arrow saying, can I come as well? Tired of wearing hats.
You know what? I've actually been, I think I might do, if I get the surgery, which I might do it in America.
Okay. All right.
I don't know. I know it's more expensive, but man, like I flew to Italy last year. That 10-hour flight, and Turkey's longer. That 10-hour flight, man. And I hate flying. I do it, but I hate it. I don't know if I got it in me. I just might do it in the States. So.
All right. Well, Hitman, I know your props have been hitting really hard because that's a lot more expensive, and obviously it's not that big of a deal for you because you're smashing on these props as per the market moving every time you release something. Rob's saying he'll pay for your business class trip. Anyways, we got to get out of here, Hitman. One last thing before we get out of here. Sunday Night Football SGP. I'm going to give you 2 legs, and then you finish the parlay with 2 more legs. Let's make a 4-legger. I really like Rashad Bateman in this matchup. Rashad Bateman does a lot better in zone coverage than he does in man coverage. Buffalo Bills, simple enough for the Sunday Night Football game, play a lot more zone than man. So I'm going to go with a Rashad Bateman, 70+ yards alt. And I'm going to parlay that with the Baltimore Ravens to win the game -5.5. So I gave you 2 legs. You can finish it off with 2 more. You can pick whatever you want, whatever you like. If you wanted to like go against what I'm picking here somehow in some way, and that's fine too. But yeah, let's get like a little Sunday Night Football parlay.
Yeah, I mean, again, these aren't, just tread lightly on this. I
of course
remind everybody. I guess I really don't have many opinions on this game right now, but I guess I'd go Baltimore money line, and we'll put in Josh Allen under passing. Baltimore's secondary when Jaire Alexander plays, which is going to be like 2 games probably this season. They're pretty lethal. So yeah, Baltimore money line, Allen under. We'll go with.
All right, you didn't. Baltimore money line is the same thing as Ravens -5.5. So I'll slip in a 4th leg for us right here, and I'll go with Lamar Jackson 250+ receiving yards to maybe round it out. There we go.
You mean passing yards?
Passing yards. Sorry, passing yards.
Yeah. So now you're like, who was the form? Bill Polian said they should be a receiver in the NFL.
Oh so. No. I was early and often on Lamar Jackson. Watch him in Louisville. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Anyways, that's the parlay. If you guys want to tail us and have some fun, obviously tread lightly. Maybe use your no sweat bet token on this. Might be a 28-1. It's a long shot bet. Probably going to lose, but if it doesn't, it'll be good. And if it does lose, you use your no sweat bet token at Fanduel. Guess what? You get a little free bonus bet back. But that wraps up the show, guys. We really appreciate you tuning in. Obviously, you guys love this type of content because we see the screen move every time Hitman comes on and gives out a play. So that's really good to see. But if you really like the show and you're new to the channel, do us a favor, subscribe. And if you got in on some good numbers on Hitman's releases, give us a like as well. Give back to the community, give back to us because it's really helpful for us. Let's get some ones in the chat as we roll out of here, guys. Reminder, we will be back on Sunday morning, 11 a.m. Rob will be here for the inaugural first ever pizza buffet of this season. If you guys don't know what the pizza buffet is, Rob runs through every single game on the NFL slate for week 1 at 11 a.m. Eastern, 11 to 12. He'll talk some prop bets. He'll talk just game angles. So we're not looking to beat the market right before kick, but we're just trying to give you a little bit more information. It's the best part of the process. It's the best part of my Sunday process for me. I love doing that show, love watching that show as I leave it on the background and fire off as many bets as I can. So yeah, if you're just chilling by the screen on Sunday morning, this probably should be where you're at. So reminder, 11 a.m. here on the Forward Progress YouTube channel. Subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified right when we go live. And that wraps it up for us here today. Thank you so much, Hitman, for joining us. Thank you so much for you, the audience, joining us. We'll see you guys in the next one.